Apparently, it's time for me to talk about another subject that I have neglected on this channel. Man, I'm really slipping up. How many times can James fail? That's today's topic. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 a.m. coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe and make sure to leave me your thoughts and opinions on this topic down in the comments section. So I can't believe I have been doing YouTube for this long, and yet it's taken me this long to actually do a topic regarding fun platform games on the PS Vita. I think my mind is showing its age at this point, or always has been. The topic at hand that we have right now is going to be fun platform games that you can play on the PS Vita. Here is my numero uno pick, but of course this list is in no particular order, making it not a numero uno pick, I guess, if that makes any sense, which I know it doesn't. We're starting off now with the OG platformer for the PS Vita, that being LittleBigPlanet. I mean, honestly here, how could I make a video topic like this and not include the likes of LittleBigPlanet? I think it'd be heresy in some states. And what could be said about LittleBigPlanet? It's truly a classic. You take your little Sackboy guy, probably the only game that you can actually say that without sounding dirty, and go with him on various adventures in platforming on stages that are either created by the devs or created by the community. And it doesn't even have to be platforming. You can make shooting levels, you can make mini games, anything you want. The game is only as great as your imagination will let it be. So it's probably unsurprisingly, in my case, I just play other people's levels. Controls were always spot on, although I did find the jumping to be a tad floaty at times, but I think that was by design. And the series in general was really revolutionary for its time. True, it wasn't the very first create your own level type of game, but it was one that brought it into the mainstream. Truth be told, I don't think we'd have the likes of Mario Maker if it wasn't for LittleBigPlanet. Controversial statement, I know. I would say pick it up, but chances are you already have. Now here's quite the hidden gem on the PS Vita, and you guys know I absolutely love those. This is Hue. Yeah, that's its name. That's what they decided to call it. Just Hue. Think of what would happen if you merge the likes of Limbo with a color scheme concept. Why, you get Hue. Not the most catchy of names, true, but it is a lot of fun. Limbo certainly got together with someone and made a baby. Hue is a vibrant, award-winning puzzle adventure where you alter the world by changing its background color. You explore a dangerous gray land, unearth colored fragments on a journey to find your missing mother. Oh, right in the feels. As obstacles match the background, they disappear, creating new and exciting puzzles full of peril, mystery, and colors unseen. I love the color puzzle idea that they had for this game. It really makes the title stand out, if not a little bit on the confusing side at times. Because it's a puzzle platformer, of course it's going to be confusing. The only question that comes to mind now is, who are the parents of Hue? I mean, sure, we know Limbo must obviously be the father, but who did it get together with? Let me know down in the comments section. Actually, come to think about it, maybe it's better that we don't know. Oh boy, we're really hitting rock bottom now. No pun intended. This is SpongeBob Hero Pants, a game that you can tell I'm not very enthusiastic to cover. It's also a game that makes me question my sanity. So y'all remember that SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water? Well, I don't, but apparently they decided to make a movie out of that, and it came to the PS Vita. Lucky us. So the story in this game is, I don't know, it takes place sometime after the movie, and you have to help this like dolphin guy find pages of some sort of magic book that's like making weird things happen, and I guess it's reason enough for us to have a platformer. In this game you can take on the likes of SpongeBob, Sandy, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, and Plankton. As far as character rosters go, it's pretty solid. I just wish I could say the same thing for the gameplay, because unfortunately with this title, it never changes, and the platforming is paint by numbers simplistic. You basically just have to kill bad guys, which require very little strategy. Just button mash them until they're dead. The controls, I guess they get the job done, but I found the game to be pretty glitchy. I fell through so many platforms while playing this. You can turn into a superhero version of yourself, and you'd think this would make the game more engaging, but unfortunately, it doesn't really. I found the superpowers in this game kinda cumbersome to use, surprisingly. Or unsurprisingly, I guess. There's no end boss to the game just kind of abruptly ends, kind of like the developers just said, you know what, heck with this game. We got more important projects to tackle. So being that that's the case, I can only really recommend this to die-hard SpongeBob fans, and even then they'll probably have a hard time trying to adapt to this game. For everybody else, stay as far away from it as you can. So the next game, now we're talking. This is Exiles End, a game that right off the bat taught me that you don't have to be young to be cool. And I don't know about you guys, but that definitely helped my self-esteem. It's funny too, because this game claims to be not a Metroidvania game, but nah, it's a Metroidvania game. But it's solid, so that's really all that matters. One of the things that stands out most about this game to me is the music composer, who is none other than Kenji Yamagishi, who did such classics such as Ninja Gaiden on the NES, Tecmo Bowl, and Captain Tsubasa. You play as an old dude who crash lands on a random planet, finding out that there's more going on said planet than meets the eye. You start off weak, but slowly gain power-ups that allow you to access other parts of the world. And yeah, this is a Metroidvania game. They ain't fooling anybody. Highly recommend this one. I couldn't put it down once I started playing it. Power to us geriatrics! So many of you out there seem to enjoy the fact that I'm now covering PSP games on this channel, so I figured, hey, let's end with a PSP game that you can download from the PS Vita store onto your Vita. Because it's from the Vita store. This is Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands. And I figured since this was a 2D side-scrolling platformer, it would be just perfect to go with the theme for this list. SpongeBob wasn't 2D. Quiet you, it makes sense in my mind. Visiting his brother's kingdom following his adventures in Azad, the prince finds the royal palace under siege from a mighty army bent on its destruction. Yeah, that pretty much sounds like the concept for a platformer if you ask me. Hey, if we can play as an anthropomorphic sponge trying to help a dolphin underwater, I think this concept is pretty good enough. From huge-scale multi-enemy combat to dizzying feats of acrobatic prowess in gigantic environments enhanced by the prince's abilities to control nature and time, the Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands will push the prince's prowess abilities to unseen levels. Now, if you remember back to my Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate topic, or list video, whatever, this is another classic example of the fan base being kind of mixed on this game. Not because it was bad, mind you, just because I think many people out there weren't really wanting a 2D Prince of Persia, even though ironically the series started out that way. Fan bases for games can be really weird sometimes, so if you can get past that, I think you'll find a fun Prince of Persia game here. Thus, that will conclude fun platform games, or in SpongeBob's case, not so fun platform games that you can play on your PS Vita. But guys, I would love to know, what games would you love to see in a part 2 of this video? Because believe me, I will do another one. There's a lot to talk about with a topic like this. Please leave your suggestions down in the comments section. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who help make this content possible, including Richard Cruz, Jared Haddo, JR, Kyle Brooks, Joshua Williams, PS Vita S, Adam Sondi, Clayton Malarkey, Saul Ramirez, Hemdall Imbert, Gutter Drums, Phantom XRS, BMF, Hero Acer, Lori Sweeney, Kevin Enright, E-Rock, Per Sterner, Heston Joseph, Jelly, H-Hitter, Aaron Swanson, Adam Thury, Wendy K, David Ray, Skulshur Tugel TCG, Rodrigo Vera, Larry Anderson, Nintendo Switch at 2 AM, Eric DeWitt, Ricardo Martinez, Colossus, Tasha Monty, Donut Valley, Crazy Cat, Mazgus, Romp King, Jamie, Matt Hargett, Dr. Super Artie, Azumara, Juan M. Hermosillo, Burrs and Mystery, 1488 Dental, Sakib Alam, Kayonko, Michael O'Connor, Smug Wolf, Hector Gonzalez, Robert Sylvester, VG Legends, Joseph Razmik, Reiko Star, Nirarashi, Shin Snake, Milk Sama, Lucian Ryu Cat, Alan Iwazu, Frayden, Matt Fox, V Mystery, Zekrito, Robert Johnson, Makis Blob, and Zake Blue 1. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screen here, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it. Likes and shares can help equally as much. Ooh, why do I feel like I'm going to be getting a lot of hate for what I said about SpongeBob?